Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow us from Group 5 to present the result of the discussion about biological control of plant pathogens with our groups. I'm Ahmad Nurrohim, Indah Paramita Pratiwi, Zakira Yanur, and Muhammad Raihan Akbar from UPN Veteran Yogyakarta. The background. This is in one of the main contents to the protection of various agriculture crops in Indonesia, including food crops and horticulture. Pathogens are microorganisms that have the ability to infect and cause disease symptoms in house plant. The disease range, number one, pathogen virulent, number two, environmental, and number three, susceptible host plant. Okay, the next background, biological control is expected to reduce the side effect of using chemical pesticide because the particle from pesticide will destroy the stability of the ecosystem. Biological control of plant disease in direct by the use of non-pathogenic endophytic fungi biological agents and writing purpose because of biological control of plant disease, uh, plant pathogen in the reduction of occurrence of plant disease or plant disease uh, activity by suppress the potential inoculum of pathogens talk antagonistic active. And number two, suppress the occurrence of infection in the hotspot pathogen talk colonization active, competition of the infection space, and induction of the resistance. And number three, suppress the intensity of pathogen attached on the host. Next.
Forms of plant pathogen biological control mechanism. The first one is exterior to host antagonism. It is biological control agent parasites suppress and directly interferes with pathogen with their antagonistic property through antibiosis, microparasites or hyperparasites and competition. Interaction of agent in host. The interaction of biological control agent in host plant through colonization and pre-penetration that trigger a self-defense response from the plants. This response is known as the resistant induction mechanism. The, that plants can defend themselves from pathogenic attacks. Next, antagonism exterior to host. The first one is antibiosis and lysis. Antibiosis is the inhibition or reduction of the attacks and growth of a plant pathogen by antagonistic agent through the production of antibiotics. Whereas antibiotics are low molecular weight organic material produced by microbes at low concentration that can inhibit the growth and activity or other microorganisms. Metabolites produced by microorganisms such as antibiotics can only inhibit them, but also cause damage to other microorganisms. This metabolism may enter the cell and inhibit their activities by means of chemical toxicity. The next one is competition and colonization. Competition is a great effort of two or more organisms for food or space on the specific condition which available in limited quantities. Up for grabs are nutrients, especially carbohydrates and also nitrogen, and several growth factors. Plant root colonization is an important step for soil-borne pathogen and beneficial bacteria or antagonistic bacteria and rhizobacteria. Colonization patterns indicate that microbacteria act as biological agent or growth promoters for microcolony formation. Microcolony is used a place for bacteria to interact with each other in order to be better coordinated with root exudates. Next is non-endophyte colonies plant salinity and endophyte colonies plant salinity. Next,
Then the third of antagonism exterior to host is microparasit or hyperparasit. Microorganisms that are capable of parasitizing other organisms are called hyperparasites. Hyperparasites occur when there is contact between hyperparasitic microorganisms with other microorganisms that are their hosts. By penetrating directly, continuing to grow and multiplying in this microorganism, or by wrapping HEPA and penetrating them. Microparasitism is an event of inhibition of a pathogen by antagonistic bodies by means of pathogenic organ entangled by antagonistic body HEPA. Uh, this, for example, from microparasites. Next, interaction of agent in host. First, induction resistance. Induction of resistance is a phenomenon from the host plant to defend itself from pathogen. The induction of the resistance can be local or systemic, and can be induced by infection with certain pathogen, hypovirulent or avirulent pathogen, non-pathogenic bacterial and fungal agent, and some chemical. Number two, from interaction of agent in host is hypovirulent. Hypovirulent or non-pathogenic pathogenic strain in the same species or general usually have similar characteristics to virulent strain, so that competition against sites of infection or colonization cannot be avoided. Hypovirulent or non-pathogenic strains are also very effective in increasing the induction of resistance in plant-to-plant disease, either caused by pathogen of the same genus, such as non-pathogenic Fusarium oxysporum induction tomato plant to become resistant to Fusarium with disease caused by Fusarium oxysporum.
Okay, the requirements as an superior biological agent, uh, it must grow fast and can live in nutritional and environmental conditions that are not disturbed by other organisms. It is very good at utilizing primary resources and colonizing organic matter and plants. The third one is able to adapt to disturbed environments, especially in agricultural cultivation lands. And lastly, has special survival properties, usually in the form of spores and sclerotia in the soil or in plants near the inoculum of the pathogens of or source of infections. And next, types of biological interactions associated with plant diseases. Severe damage by plant pathogens, namely plants that are susceptible to good adaptations to environment. Pathogens are well adapted, but the antagonists are not adaptable and ineffective. Minor damage by plant pathogens, namely by plants that are susceptible to good adaptations to the environment, but pathogens are somewhat poorly adapted to the environment, whereas the antagonists adapt more moderately and are quite effective. There is no damage by plant pathogens, namely due to biological control factors. Vulnerable plants, antagonists, and pathogens are well adapted to the environment, but the antagonists can suppress the pathogenic populations. There is no damage by plants pathogens due to resistance plant factors. Resistant antagonistic and pathogenic varieties are well adapted to the environment. Resistant hosts protect against disease. And for the conclusions, characteristic of pathogenic control agents can grow faster than pathogens, act as competitors, against pathogens, are able to produce antibiotic compounds, enzymes, and toxins that can inhibit pathogens' growth, are easily cultured on an artificial media, and do not cause disease in plants. Mechanisms of pathogens control agents in which antagonistic agents interact directly with pathogens, where the antagonistic agents attack and suppress pathogens growth through the mechanisms of antibiosis or lysis, competitions and colonizations, and lastly, mycoparasites or hyperparasite. Okay, that's all for from our group. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.